Niggas got me fucked up. And 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Yay! Niggas got me fucked up. I don't know what type of video this is gonna be, honestly. This is just gonna be like a thing. Like, it's just happening. And hopefully you just came to just, you know, listen to something happen. You know, to see, you know, actions happening and videos moving and stuff recording and people talking. Because that's what I think I'm gonna do. Okay. Let's just keep it a hundo. Let's just keep it a hundo. Let's just be real. I'm channeling my inner Shan Booty. If you don't know who that is, just know this is one of those videos right now. We're gonna talk about some real shit. If you don't know, I am single. It's Baby J. Jalen is single. I'm not dating anyone. Like, I'm not exclusive to anyone. Like, I am a single ass human being. Now, breakups suck. And getting over breakups is a weird process. And I was in a relationship for, I would say, about 2 years. And, you know, on and off, added an extra, you know, half a year into that mix. So I was in, like, a situation with somebody for a very, very long time. So we got to a point where we just realized, like, this just isn't the move right now. Like, this relationship is not where it's at right now because we are just acting erratically and crazy and, you know, yelling, and just not okay. Sometimes you gotta put stuff down and you gotta set things aside and you have to move on with your life. After going through the whole period of really releasing any negative toxic energy, really releasing any codependency and every sense of codependency I had, and insecurity issues and all sorts of things that really got, I guess, blown up in my face when I was in a relationship. I had to deal with that, and I had to heal myself, and I had to grow, and I had to get to a point in my life where I could be happy, where I feel good about myself, and I feel like I can be safe and comfortable and fine by myself. If you also didn't know, last year around this time was a very hard time for me. I was very, very depressed. I was very sick mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, messed up. Nightmares every day, only getting 2 hours of sleep. You know, having weird occurrences happening to me all the time, and like paranormal type stuff, and so much anxiety and drugs, and it just was a very bad time for me, and I was very lonely, very isolated, very depersonalized, and very anxious and sick. Like, it was just bottling up. If this was the limit that my soul could handle right now on earth, I was staring at that limit face to face, bawling my eyes out, and I knew that if I crossed that line, I was either going to A, lose my mind, or let's just be 100, B, commit suicide. I was that messed up. I was in such a low place in my life that I nearly made it back to this place now. Now I'm in one of the most naturally happiest times of my life. Even if anything is not like crazy happening, like, oh my god, I have this and that, so I'm happy. I've gotten myself to a place where I'm just happy in general. Like, I don't even have to have shit going. Like, I don't even have to have this big extravagant thing happening in my life, and I'm still just content and happy and grateful for being alive and being here and being blessed and feeling like living in my blessings. I'm probably going to make a video about how to be happy soon, and I'm really working on that, and I've been researching a lot and really putting into place all the things I did to get myself basically out of depression without any medication, because I was this close to also, you know, being put on medication and stuff like that, and that's like a whole nother avenue that I'm not sure about, that I don't necessarily agree with for the most part in most situations. For the most part, I think that medication, when it comes to certain disorders and mental issues, I believe that medication acts as a band-aid and not as the actual solvent of the problem. We never get to the root cause of the problem. We just put meds on top to cover it and get rid of the symptoms, but that's not healing the soul, which is gonna outwardly, you know, push out how we're feeling inside with our emotions. We have to listen to our emotions because our emotions tell us how we feel and what's going on. Within our problems lies the solutions. Think about that for a second. Within your problems lie the solution. If you're going through something, if you have an issue, it could be anything. In the problem lies the solution. Take a step back, adjust, look at what's going on, and I guarantee you can solve your issue. I went home and I guess that was the start of like phase 1 of fixing Jalen. Phase 1 of getting Jalen to a place where she's happy, where she's feeling good, where she's feeling like expressive, where she's feeling herself again. She's not down, she's not like depressed, she's up and she's vibrant, and she's gonna show this world who she is and what she got. You know what I mean? That day, when I went home from first semester, that's when I started that process. And it was a very, very long, hard process of letting things go, letting bad habits go, teaching myself and being comfortable with myself, getting myself out of that insomnia, you know, without meds. Like, I mentally basically transformed myself. I literally feel like I mentally, emotionally like died and had to like rebirth myself and get it all together, because it was a transformation, especially to this point now of letting certain things go because it was just not serving me in the way that it should. It was bringing insecurities. It was bringing to me feelings of inadequacies, jealousy and envy, sometimes feeling isolated. It was to the point where, you know, I just wasn't happy and I was ignoring myself. I wasn't happy. And it wasn't a thing that was bluntly obvious, like, hey, you're unhappy every day. It was more like there would be a week, and within that week I would cry at least 3 or 4 times. Crying for me was normal. I just thought like, oh, okay, everybody else must be just like, you know, my emotions would be so completely like out of whack. Here, up and down, all over the place. You know, I was just really extremely emotionally unstable. I remember one day, it was actually on my birthday. It's supposed to be the happiest, you're supposed to feel the best, and it's like your day. I had all my friends around and my family was there, and I still was depressed while everybody's literally in my house having a good time, hanging out, and I was in my room crying. And then, you know, certain people would be like, yo, what's wrong? Like, how are you doing? Blase, blase, blase. I wouldn't know. And then when everybody was coming to me saying, oh, come on, let's have fun. Let me do this and let me do that. Like, let's go and do this. Let's have a good time. Like, I was sitting there and I was legit just so not happy. I was so sad. I was so depressed, and I was even mad at myself for being like this, because I felt like, yo, everybody's here. I should be like, I couldn't do it. I couldn't fake it. And I think that's when my depression had, like, you know, I guess became visible to a lot of my friends and a lot of people. Like, yo, what's wrong with her? Like, why? It's her birthday and she's acting like a total bitch, or it's her birthday and she's like in her room. And I like so apologize to everyone. Like, you know, I just couldn't fake it anymore. I don't know what it was, but when I got drunk, I just started feeling really depressed, really sad. And I think low-key, whatever was hidden in my subconscious just kind of came out. What I believe is that when this happens, when certain things get addressed to you, after either in a dream or just randomly, it's so that you can release it and to let it go. I was just super depressed on my birthday, and I had, like, you know, a super down birthday, especially towards the end. That moment after, when I remember just crying, like, and getting to this space and then getting in a bad argument, a lot of jealousy between other people and me, and just like, you know, a lot of negative energy. I just found myself feeling crazy. I remember there was one day where I was just crying all day long. Then it just clicked. I needed to do something about this. I can't just wallow in these feelings anymore. I'm going to take charge. I'm going to slowly but surely get myself out of this. And I think that's when phase 2 of my transformation hit, and when I really made that mental choice to be like, I don't want to be depressed anymore. Because I am a believer that you can definitely choose happiness. You just have to choose happiness. You have to make that choice, and you have to make that decision, you know? So when I made that choice, after that day, I brought out my journal I brought out my gratitude and my dream journal and my goals journal. I brought that out. I did hella research. I was watching YouTube videos, how to be happy, how to be positive, how to manifest things into your life. I was going ham, researching everything, researching psychology, researching the law of attraction, researching how to raise your vibrations, researching how to develop good habits. Like, I was researching how do I fix myself, because I don't want to feel like this anymore. And I knew that within the next month or so, I was going to move to LA for school again, and I was going to actually have my own apartment. I remember how bad it was last year, and I just remember feeling like at least I have a roommate, so like, you know, if anything ever got so bad again, like, you know, somebody could be there for me. Now I knew that this time, after everything that I went through, I'm going back by myself in my own space. So if I'm going through some shit, then this is me going through it, and I don't have anybody to be there for me except for myself. So that was a big fear of mine, that I would like not be okay by myself. You know, like here in Los Angeles, I don't have all the friends in the world. Like, I'm not like, I'm super like to myself, not like, you know, I'm not like a mean person or anything. It's just like I tend to be more of an introvert. So it's not like I'm like raining in friends and I can always like, I have friends, but I don't have like this big group of friends that are like, you know, blase, blase, blase. So for a lot of like, for a long period of time, like I am alone and I'm operating alone. However, I'm so happy. I haven't been this happy in a while. And it's not like happy where it's like, I'm happy because I have this relationship, or I'm happy because I have this opportunity and like life is so great. Like, I'm not happy because of any of that. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm grateful for everything I have, and I'm grateful for all the small things. And I was through doing a lot of different stuff on a daily basis and having a lot of daily things, like practicing daily gratitude, daily meditation. I have constant reminders on my phone about what I want to be and who I am. I am beautiful. I am enough. I am great enough. I am heard. I am an influence. I have power. Like, I have constant reminders going on my phone every day, and I read them and I see it because I'm always on my phone and I'm looking at this and I'm repeating it to myself in my head all the time on a daily basis. You know, I listen to motivational and positive stuff in my ear while I'm sleeping, because I consider myself a healer. I consciously heal myself, and I consciously try to help other people. And I watch what I consume, anything that I consume. I watch what I eat. I watch what I drink. I watch how much alcohol I'm intaking. I watch, you know, what I'm watching on TV. Not like I don't watch any like fucked up shit on TV or YouTube, but it's balanced there. I keep it balanced, and I keep myself in balance, and I keep my mind right, and I clear my aura, and I cleanse myself, and I make sure I'm right, and I make sure I'm good. And if I emotionally feel something, I don't try to brush my emotions aside. I deal with my emotions, I process my emotions, and I get right to the point, get right there and dirty, and I handle the shit. And I consciously make a decision to handle and to choose happiness. I'm gonna make a whole like video about that, because that's something that's really, really, you know, really important to me, because that's something that helped me get through one of the worst times in my life. And I had to learn, I had to research, I had to piece things together, I had to see what works for me, and I had to like, you know, experiment and all types of stuff. So I think it's going to be a really positive thing that I get to do that and just do that for somebody else. And one person or two people can see my video and I can literally change their life and to help them. Like, that's all I want. So I have a video about how to be happy coming out soon, and like really how to be happy, not no bullshit, real shit, and what you can do, the steps you can take. And that's when phase 3 came along, and I didn't have to be afraid to live on my own anymore, because I got myself to a mentally stable, emotionally stable point where I'm like, I'm good, no matter what, I'm good. Everything I went through, it's like, it made me stronger. And that's so cliche, but it's so true. Everything I went through, it made me stronger, and it made me get to a point where I'm a boss, and I know that I can take myself, and I know I can handle myself, and I know that I can handle anything that life gives me, and I know I have the power, and I know, and I'm grateful to be alive, and I'm grateful to have everything I have, and I'm grateful for all the opportunities that are coming to me, and I haven't even seen it yet. I'm just grateful for everything, girl. And even when I start to feel a little bit like I always consciously try to raise my vibrations and raise my self to a point where I'm feeling good, and I'm looking good, and I'm talking good. I always try to connect with my angels, and I always know that my angels and God is watching over me, so I'm straight. I'm in a great place right now. I'm in a great place mentally, physically, emotionally. Like, I'm so healthy. I haven't been sick. I haven't been like, last year I was getting sick all the time. I always had a sinus infection. I always had a headache. I always had like some incurable thing going on with my body that the doctors didn't even know what's happening. Bitch, I'm great now. Like, I'm feeling good. And I still am not perfect. I still definitely have some more self-love to do to really fully commit to accepting myself for who I am and feeling good in my body, in my skin, in my hair, you know, all that stuff. I'm still doing that, but I made so much progress and it feels amazing. Really focusing on like what I gotta do in my career, and my goals in life, and everything like that. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. To end this video off, I've been seeing a lot of signs that everything is about to come to fruition. Like, a lot of the things that I've been wanting, a lot of the things that I've been, you know, really chasing, I've been getting signs, and God has been showing me, my angels been showing me that they're here and that it's here, it's coming, it's right here, it's like right here. Just be patient, like keep it up, keep it going, do your thing. I believe that, I really do. I do feel it. I feel like everything's gonna work out. I had like some of the best dreams ever, and just like this energy, like I don't know how to explain it. I really feel like something big is gonna pop off for me. Like, I don't know I don't know what area of my life. It could be all areas or one, but I feel like something's gonna really take a turn for the better, like the best, soon. So right now I'm just kind of in like a waiting period where I'm like, yo, I'm happy, yo, I'm grateful, yo, I'm in this joyous phase, but where's that though? Like, where's, like, I keep on seeing all the signs, but I'm just, you know, trying my best to be patient, keep on getting into myself and keep on healing myself and keep on sharing my messages and, you know, really doing stuff that puts a smile on people's face and laugh or cry, whatever is the best for the situation. I'm just living my life like it's golden, enjoying everything and just trying to explore and try to, like, you know, be the best version of myself that I can be. Inspire you. Hopefully I can inspire others to do that as well, and just to live their best life and to feel happy and to feel grateful even for things that you don't have yet. Like, just to feel super grateful that you're alive and like feel good and put that shit out there, because we can change this world, y'all. They need more people like us. We need to lift people up. People are stuck on the wrong thing, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?